Donald Trump is doing all that we promised, injecting chaos in every facet of American life, and nowhere perhaps is there more chaos right now than in the economy. And the decisions that he's making are obviously they're bad for American consumers. Tariffs means we're gonna have to pay a lot more. It's bad for our allies, and it's even bad for the wealthy and bad for business. The stock market is really down. And so you might think, well, okay, Donald Trump is insane and he's stupid, but he's also been bought by the wealthy, right? So clearly at some point they're gonna look at the diving market and be like, hey, boy, get back in line. You gotta stop this. It's not really looking like they're gonna do that though. There was this organization of corporate executives, dozens of them. They met at Yale, and there was some like impromptu polling done there. And apparently, they don't plan to openly question Donald Trump. Maybe if the market goes down 20%, maybe we'll bring something up. If 1/5 of our market evaporates, that's what they say. So 44% said it would have to fall 20%. 22% said it would have to fall 30% before they'd even try to influence him. 30% of the market gone, Thanos, before they're even willing to be like, hey, this is bad for business. And by the way, you might have added that up, 44 and 30. Well, that's not 100. What about the rest of them? Are they ready to act right now? No, a quarter said it's not their role to push back, like ever, at all. If the economy totally craters, we don't want to get involved. And let me ask you, dear audience, does it feel like corporate CEOs and their lobbying interests have been hesitant to exert their will on government in the past? I don't really feel like that's the case. I feel like they've advocated for things when they thought it was in their interest, even if it screws over all of us. But now all of a sudden with Donald Trump, even though the stock market is cratering, they're not interested in doing anything about it. And that's hard to explain. Like, I can bring up my theory that all of them are just salivating at the idea that you're gonna have this intentional but brief market drop that they can capitalize on and then make a ton of money on the back end. That's one potential explanation. I don't even know what the other explanation is, Francesca, but at least according to these CEOs, we should not expect them to be making calls behind the scenes that help to stem some of this damage.
I mean, this tells you all you need to know about who's going to be feeling the effects of the market recession, right? Of the recession broadly and of tariffs. It's everyday people. It's normal ass people. That is who's gonna be feeling the effects. These business leaders are not scared. If the market goes 20%, oh yeah, that's your retirement fund, but they don't care, right? Because they're gonna be going on to crypto now. I mean, that's the other thing is like, these are the people who are supposedly interested in some kind of market stability. But if now all the gloves are off, the stipulations for insider trading done, the sell-offs, the juking, the whatever market schemes that are used, all those are fine now. It is game on, and no one is gonna come after them for shorting whatever stock they wanna short, insider trading whatever they wanna insider trade. So it's kind of a golden era if you are a corrupt trader and or if you're a business leader. Like, and again, if the business leaders thought, let's say if it wasn't tariffs, because tariffs are a really terrible idea. Let's say it was Trump initially in his first term, I think he started floating like, look, bring some businesses back, we'll give you incentives. If he was serious about trying to make more, stimulate national industries, he would be doing things like that. He would be, especially with medium businesses and small businesses. The GOP has always been, oh, we're the small businesses. We really believe in small businesses. You know who's gonna suffer right now? Small businesses, the people who cannot just sort of pass the buck on down to their consumers. They're not a big enough brand. They're not, untouchable. And it's going to further concentrate, places like Amazon, Target, Walmart, on and on and on.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. And many of them voted for Donald Trump. Many of them voted. By the way, there's stuff that Trump is doing that we had no indication he would do. I didn't know he was gonna turn Gaza into a resort or whatever. He did say he was gonna do tariffs though. So again, I don't want these businesses to be damaged. I'm not one of those people that's like on blue sky, like, yeah, F them. I hope they go. Like, I'm not interested in that. These are Americans. I don't want them to lose everything. But I'm also not going to pretend that we couldn't see this coming.
Right.
We saw it, we said it. Many people in the audience probably attest to the fact that we talk too much about this sort of stuff and we make too many doom and gloom predictions. But we did definitely do that.